Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Hello my fellow fire signs. I am a Sagittarius rising and I fit like a puzzle piece with another fire sign. So welcome, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter, or if you're the cross watcher. We're going to do a little bit different this week. We're going to start off with the archetype deck, and then we'll move to a couple of other oracle decks, and then we'll throw some tarot at it and see what happens. So I hope you are well. Thank you so much for all the attention on my last video. I appreciate the way that you love me and the channel. Thank you so much for your thumbs up, for being in the comments, for the ways that you book appointments with me. Thank you so much for all of that. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you already. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Aries. Aries energy. Aries, this will be for the week ahead. Aries. Tell me about Aries, please. We are looking at the Hermit. Aries, have you been spending too much time alone? I think you're full of wisdom, for sure. It says the light attributes seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. I like that. That's a good sentence. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. So I feel like you have been if you're not spending time alone, I would say that you're spending time within. So you might, scoot off to bed an hour early and maybe meditate before you go to sleep. Or I feel like you've been spending time away from people and probably devices. Or possibly you're just not doing that as much as you used to. The shadow attribute here says withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. So I feel it as you being in solitude. And like I said, solitude can be a physical place, or it can just be going within, knowing how to harness that energy when you need to meditate. I feel like you're not being creative enough, or that you're not letting your creativity show. And the Hermit's kind of, for me, is serious business, right? It's Virgo energy. It's going over details, maybe a little too self-critical, but knowing all the details and making your judgments, moving slowly towards whatever it is that you want. You move slowly towards that. Being in Hermit mode, you want all the wisdom that you can have, right? Moving slow like Virgo. You want all the wisdom you can have before you make any fast moves here. So I think right now you're kind of in some grounded energy. Tell me what else Aries needs to know, please. You. Okay, it's you. One more, please. So it is you that is the one that is hermiting, for sure. One more, please. There it is. Love. You, my friend, are thinking about love. You are mirroring someone, or someone's mirroring you. And so I feel as though the mirror effect is, it could be twinned energy, but the mirror effect is you see someone who moves like you through the world, who has the same ideas like you do. Yeah, it's like a soulmate, soulmate connections, whether they're in friendship, in family, or in romantic love, are always going to be easy relationships. There isn't going to be really anything hard. You'll have your hard spots, as every friendship or love ship does, but it's going to be a really easy relationship, and that's how you know it's soulmate. So we have you. So we are talking about you, Aries, and we have love. Card number 3. So it feels as though what you've been thinking about, or it says here, seeks solitude and focuses intently on inner life. That's what you've been doing. You've been focusing on the inner life. Yeah, you have been focusing on love. I think that's why you're hermited right now. You've been focusing or thinking about love, thinking about either how you can get it, make it better, keep it, I don't know, but your mind is on that. Come for Aries, please. Aries. We've got grief. Grief says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. All right. So it looks to me like possibly there is something that you feel that you've lost. And it's something that you feel that you've lost. And now you're hermiting, trying to find the wisdom, figuring out how you get it back. That's what I think. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So it feels as though you had to lose someone or something in your life in order to appreciate it. I'm probably thinking it's a person. We're talking about love. Yeah, one more of these. I agree. One more. Growth. Okay, so losing this person helped you grow, actually. So if you are someone who is in separation with someone that you love, I feel that that there is going to be another chance here. It says that somebody here, it feels like you, Aries, are probably starting to appreciate something that you let go. You let go of. And I think you're hermiting about that right now. I feel like whatever you let go of, you were supposed to let go of. So relax. It was supposed to be that way. That's what I think. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have the growth. And that's the whole point of us being here, right? So I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I feel like you've gone through some sort of a separation with somebody, it feels like, or you feel as though you've lost someone. I don't think it's a physical loss. I think that you've lost someone, they've left your life. And I think you're thinking about that person, or your mind always goes back to that person. Hermiting, though, is about self-care. It's about what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you don't want, it's like these feelings that you're having, it's like you don't want to be hurt, so you protect yourself by hermiting, because you don't necessarily know what the feelings are at this point, but you're trying to get wisdom about them, I think. I feel like you love somebody. I feel like that's what you're figuring out. And I feel like you have realized that you love somebody that you've lost. That I don't think anybody passed away. I think that this is somebody that you let go out of your life. That's what I want to say. And now you've come to an awareness here. Expanding your consciousness and awareness is what your growth has been, or what your growth will be. So I feel as though there is, there's a lot of thinking going on here about something. Now, I feel like you are the one who is thinking about love, but I don't necessarily think that you are, thinking about it obsessively. I really feel as though lately you've probably been thinking more about this situation than usual. There's been a lot of grief in the growth, Aries. I'm sorry if that's you. Got the Seven of Cups. So in hermit mode, I think you go to hermit mode because you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed about some sort of emotional choice that you need to make. We've got the Three of Pentacles. What I want to say, Aries, is that I feel as though there is already some type of partnership here, is what I want to say. So when I see the partnership, Three Pentacles, it's more like a very new relationship. It's like it hasn't really gotten past the courting stage, It's a relationship that does not begin with a physical connection. It begins with a very grounded, can I take you out for coffee, sort of intellectual meeting of the minds. We're going to be very logical. We're going to try and grow this thing. So it feels as though you're into something new, is what I want to say. Like it's become newly grounded for you. Three of Wands, but you're not really sure it's what you want. Not really sure it's what you want. Because everybody wants their ships to come in, but Three of Wands in the reverse. So maybe that's why you're going slow, because Pentacles are that, right? Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's slow energy. So I feel like that's why you're going slow, because I feel like your heart is still searching here, because you're in hermit mode. that might be why you're keeping this at the Three of Pentacles stage right now, because you're not exactly sure. It's confusing. Your emotions are confused. But you're still dating nonetheless, and I feel like that there might be something that's growing here that feels like it could be a relationship. Something quite balanced. You're on my team, I'm on your team. We talk about a lot of cool stuff. It's not really, any depth of conversation. We got the Justice card that's come up in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. And now we have the Page of Swords. Thought I was going to throw these off the table. Okay. This is very interesting energy here, Aries. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Do I have the deck upside down? Yep, I do. Sure do. It's all right. It is what it is. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Cups and the Justice. So I feel like you can't make a decision. Aries is what I want to say. It feels like you're already into something here. It feels like you're about knees deep into something that is blooming, right? It's blooming quite naturally, and it's moving slowly, and we see each other, and it's still at the stage where we're getting to know each other, talking about what we do for a living, that kind of thing. So I feel like this Justice in the reverse with the Seven of Cups tells me that you can't make a decision based on your emotions. You're trying to make a decision about this Three of Pentacles, but it feels as though there's no justice here because the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. When the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, we're just not moving anywhere. We're not going. Just listening. So we are, not going anywhere. Everything has stalled. It's like everything has stopped. The Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in the reverse might tell me that maybe you're sort of at a turning point in your relationship. So maybe you're seeing someone that you really have a lot in common with. Things are very grounded. We do very well speaking with one another. We're sharing some things. We're starting to grow it. This person seems like they're on my team, but it feels almost as if things stop there, is what I want to say, because of Justice and the Seven of Cups. Things have kind of stalled in terms of how quickly things are moving. And now I think things are even moving slower than Pentacles. So I think that you've kind of gotten into the relationship, and now it's blooming, but it feels like either you're holding back or they're holding back some words, or you feel like there's something they're not telling you. It's like your spidey sense is going off, and there's something they're not telling you, something they're not saying. Three of Wands in the reverse, right? You don't know if you want it. And it almost feels as though that even though that there's the Three of Wands, if we're looking at it as, I don't want to wait anymore, I'm going to go and find out what's out in my life there. I don't want to wait anymore. Then why is the Seven of Cups here? It lends the energy to me that you really don't know if you want to keep this at a professional level or at a friendship level. Are you friend zoning someone here? Because it feels like with the Page of Swords that you've been milling for information, or you've been trying to learn something, or looking for some knowledge because you're not sure if you want to go. You're not sure if these are the ships that have come in. Understand, right? Because the Three of Wands in the upright is waiting for the ships to come in. And I feel like the ships are here. And I feel like you don't like what the ships look like. Like it feels more pentacle to you than it does feel more emotional. All right. What are we doing now? Okay. All right, let's take a look at it, Aries. So yes, what I feel, Aries, is that you do Hermit. I feel like this is a relationship that you are not nurturing with emotions at this time. It feels like it is a beginning of a new relationship because we're getting to know each other. But it feels like somebody maybe isn't telling you the whole story, or maybe you just don't know everything about them yet. And maybe you're holding it back, right? We're just not traveling. We're not moving. And we're having conversation that maybe isn't very honest, but it is very logical, grounded, right? So I don't know. It almost feels like you think that there's something wrong here. Maybe it's a too good to be true scenario, or your heart is elsewhere. Yeah, while you're with this person. All right, because you have a deep connection to somebody here, and almost an obsessive connection. It's a codependent connection, or if it's not codependency, it's more like obsessively you're thinking about this situation, and obsessively thinking about some type of situation, Aries, is not resolved. You've not resolved this situation, and it's showing up right here. It's showing up with the justice in the reverse as having no justice, but still being connected to the issue or the problem. And it overwhelms you, or you can't make a decision. You don't know what decision to make with your heart. So you could be in something. Maybe you've just met someone new. We've got the Knight of Wands, and you're very attracted to them. They're very attracted to you. I think there might be some physical action going on already, but it feels like you're pulling yourself away, like you're just not telling this person everything. It's almost like you're treating it as a temporary situation. You're not telling this person everything. Maybe you're holding back a little bit on your passions. It could be that it's more of a cerebral connection. But I think you're very attracted to them, and they are very attracted to you. We have the Four of Pentacles. But do you want it? Yeah, that's the question. Because I feel like you, with the Four of Pentacles, you're just not showing all of this on the surface, right? So we're here at the Three of Pentacles. We want this to grow and bloom. I feel like Four of Pentacles is tough for you. Getting through the 4 and the 5 is going to be tough for you, because I feel like this is where it falls off for you sometimes. It's like you get into this relationship and you know that they're attracted to you and you're attracted to them, but it feels as though it gets to the 3 of Pentacles and then you back off, or you stop talking, or there's hardship within communication, something like that. I feel like there's some things that you know that you're not sharing, and you could have researched the person, or maybe you work with them, or maybe you know of their life, but it feels like you have more information about this person than other people do. You could be watching this person online, but I feel it's almost like you have knowledge of the way this person moves in life. And so I don't think I think you're playing your cards close to your chest right now because you're unsure. The Four of Pentacles is like, I'm not sharing much. I'm only sharing the basic stuff. The basic, someone who's young is not talking very much, right? The Page is, of course, the one who's always looking for knowledge, but nonetheless, I feel like whatever you know, you're not sharing with this person because you're unsure. Look, we're going to go into the extension. We've already burned the time. So we're going to, of course, talk about the Hermit. We need to talk about who you love. We're going to talk about that. Ask for some sign information here. You've gone through a growth pattern, because I believe that whatever you're thinking about here is something that is still on your mind. I feel like it's very attached to you. We're going to talk about that. Let's talk about what your challenge is for the week ahead, for those of you who are not coming to the extended. What is your challenge for the week ahead? What is the challenge for this connection here? We could be dealing with Libra. We could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got water and fire. So feels like it could be Capricorn or Leo to me. We have the Seven of Cups. So the challenge is making a decision about what it is that you want to do and where you want to give your emotional energy. I think that's what's coming up next week. Now, it could be a Libra you're dealing with, could be a Capricorn. Like I said, we have fire and water and air here. So whoever you're dealing with, we're going to talk about that. I'll ask what the signs are or what this person is about. So that might give you a few more indications of who we're talking about. But we haven't yet looked into the future, so we will do that as well. If you're interested in coming to the extended to watch me pull this apart just a little bit more, then that's where I'll be. Thank you very much, Aries. And if you're cross-watching, thank you so much. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.